Here we are in my studio, which I love. I've been here since the beginning of Passageways. Not in this studio, I had a smaller one, and then I was lucky enough to get this because I like to work in multimedia. I don't mean necessarily a piece that's got multimedia in it, but I like to work in, first of all, oil paintings. That's how I identify myself, as an oil painter. But also watercolors, pastels, printmaking. You see a lot of my prints around the room. And the monotypes. I'm especially fond of doing monotypes. And I was lucky to have one of the premier monotypists, Jack Cole, as a teacher. And I often do monotypes as studies before I do a painting, especially if I'm going to do a series. I recently finished some pastels I'm very pleased with. There are two on the wall there. They're from my beach territory in Delaware. They're on the way back on the beach. I take photos wherever I go, and I often stop at pretty places and take those photos. So that's a nice series. The series on the left over there is from my Florida sojourn. I go to Florida every year for a period, and I always get turned on by Florida images. The two on the left are restaurants in Florida. And one of the very interesting hat. She's a craft show in Delray, Florida. I like to do kind of unusual subject matter, like a waiter waiting to get his order, a lady selling jewelry. So wherever I travel, I do my art. This was the one I'm working on, the work in progress. I was at the National Gallery and I saw this young couple, probably in love, sitting in front of a Rothko, being cozy, and I never attempted to do another painter's painting, but I wanted to learn something of Rothko's technique, so I spent some time at that. It's not coming into total focus yet. The people need a lot of work, but I'm going to work on that. I have the fish on this easel over here because that's one of my, I call my important pieces. Some I just do because I have to paint every day. Hell or high water, rain or shine, I paint. But that, when I do one like this, I really put my heart and soul and everything into it. I love fishing. I grew up the son of a fisherman, and fishing in Wisconsin. Now I fish in Florida. I used to fish in Delaware. Anyhow, I spend a lot of time on paintings like this. They take weeks. Sometimes I just toss them off in a couple days, and they're more spontaneous thing. I like this painting down here on the floor. Since it's in the foreground, I'll let you focus in on it. That was a spontaneous image. I was in a traffic jam on the way back from the beach, going and trying to get across the Chesapeake Bay Bridge. There was a major accident, and I was stalled. And I looked out the window and saw those red barns. I thought, oh! So I jumped out of the car and grabbed the picture before the cars honked me on to get back in and keep going. And I did the barns first, and I was kind of stuck where to go. And one of our members, Kim, came by and looked at the sky that wasn't yet done and said, you know, skies don't have to be blue. I said, you're right. So I then got much freer, and I really integrated, I think, the foreground and background in that painting. That was thanks to Kim. That's enough about me, maybe. I think you know something of what I am and what I like to do. I love painting. Maybe that's a nice place to stop. It's my life.